What's good YouTube, NeoNexudus here, bringing you my Yosenju deck profile that I took to my locals this weekend and reached the top 4 with. There's a lot of fun playing this deck. It's very unique in what it does, you know, monsters constantly bouncing back to hand and things like that. This one, a little spin on it. I'm not saying it's perfect. There's probably a few cards that need improving on, but this is what I'm working with at the moment. So let's get into the monsters, shall we? We've got 3 Yosenju, 1. Essentially, he's a 1600 beat stick and he bounces shit when you got another Yosenju on the field. Has to be face up cards though. It'd be interesting if Yosenju's had a bounce face down cards monster type thing, but unfortunately they do not. Then we've got 3 Yosenju 2, the biggest beat stick of the deck. His effect is probably the most irrelevant. He gets to directly attack for half his original attack points, so but he combos well with this Yosenju 3. Whenever another Yosenju on the field does battle damage to the opponent, you get to search your deck and add to your hand 1 Yosenju card. So that's all pretty gravy. And then we've got 3 Yosenju Sujik. This guy just allows you to bump up your other Yosenjus, give him 1000. And you can also use him as like an honest from hand as well. Except he doesn't actually have to be sent to the graveyard. You just discard him. And then that's all pretty standard. Now some builds run these, some builds don't. I choose to run them because of certain measures in the deck. Running 2 Yosenju Shinjuku L. It's a pendulum monster. The pendulum scale is irrelevant. It's the pendulum effect that you want. Basically, you put this in your pendulum zone, and if a Yosenju monster would be destroyed, either by card effect or by battle, you can destroy this card instead. Plus, it's a Yosenju card, which allows you to activate Yosenju Secret Move. And then, for the one-off tech is Thunder King, because we do a fair amount of search, but it hurts the opponent a lot more than it does you. So, that's the monsters. Onto the spells. We've got 3 Pot of Duality to dig deeper into our decks. Adds us stuff to hand. Hopefully digging for monsters since we run quite a low monster count. We've got 3 Fire Formation 10 keys. This is to add you our monsters. Duality can dig for anything. We don't special summon, so we can run Duality at 3, it's fine. 10 key to search our monsters. Yes or no one's common, I'm trying to fix that. 3 MST, because it's my rule to run MST at 3. 1 Raigeki, because if we can play it, why not play it? 2 Dark Hole, because we don't actually, if ever, have board presence in our own turns. So, like, you draw into this, or you have this in hand. Before you summon anything, just play your Dark Hole and wipe the opponent's field clean. And it's pretty good. I quite like the Raigeki 2 Dark Holes. 1 Book of Moon and 1 D-Fisher, because it fucks with the meta. Onto the traps. We have only 2 Yosenju Secret Move. I want to run 3. I needed 3, but I just can't find the room at the moment, so I'll leave that up to you guys. Basically what this card does is, if all cards you control are Yosenju cards, you can activate this and it negates a spell, trap or monster effect, and it is just really, really good. And it's so niche, if you like, in the mirror match. It's like they go summon, activate effect. I've got Shinjuku L in the pendulum zone, I can flip this and like negate your monster effect. So that's cool. Run 2 D-Prison. I quite like D-Prison, but I think I might swap these out for Phoenix Chains if I get my hands on another pair. 2 Mirror Force, because Mirror Force is amazing. 1 Macro, fucks with the meta. We don't care if our shit gets banished, really. It sort of conflicts with Thunder King, but you know, Thunder King's a one-off, this is a one-off, and it hurts the opponent a lot more than it hurts you. Because we don't do any recycling from the graveyard or any of that bullshit. 1 Vanities, 1 TT, 1 bottomless, and 1 warning. And that's it for my traps. Moving on to the extra deck, we've got 1 Lightning Chidori. It's a good card, you know. It gets you out of tough spots. I didn't really use my extra deck that much. Then I ran 1 Tiger King. Adds us a 10 key. It's a 2 beat stick. Can become a 2/3 beat stick under 10 key. So that's all gravy. We got 1 number 103 Ragnar Zero. This card allows us to pop monsters with more attack or less attack than their original attack and draw a card, so it's kind of good. Use that in the mirror match. Karagorgon didn't make it. 101 didn't make it, but you know, it's good. This is just like generic rankfalls, staples. Black Ship of Corn, Heartland Drago, this card's good. 1 week game against Lightsworn. Castell didn't make it. Exxon made it, but it got warninged. Steel Swarm Roach, because like it's a filler spot and it can help in certain matches. Like the Fire Fist. We've got 1 Dogusto Emerald, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Gokuga Samurai, it's a generic Blade Armor Ninja, didn't make it, but it's good. 1 Gokuga Cowboy, this allows us to burn for game and put opponents into tight spots, didn't make it. And then 1 Bohemian Rhapsody and Berserk, to banish shit from the graveyard. But I didn't really make most of my extra deck. This is the side deck I ran. I ran 2 Flying Sea. This is going to change. Flying Sea did not help at all. I wished it was different cards. 2 Mind Crush. Mind Crush is like MVP of the format. Everyone and their mother should be running Mind Crush. This card's so good. And it's so funny in the mirror match. 2 Mistake, because, you know, we do searching, but not that much. So, Mistake is good, fucks with the format. 1 Soul Drain for graveyard reliant decks, because we don't use our graveyard. 2 Light Mirror for Light Swans and Constellars and all those other nasty, janky light decks. 2 Shadow Mirrors for any dark based decks. 2 Mind Drain. I don't know, I'm sort of still very much on the fence about this card. It's good against Necros, but probably not a lot else. And then we've got 2 Master Restrict. This card hurts Cleafork because they can't tribute summon. And also hurts Necros because their ritual spell cards say use monsters as tribute up to so many stars or levels or whatever. So it interferes with their ritual plays. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. Let me know what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. I quite liked the deck. It's got room for improvement. I'm not too sold on triple Sujic, but it's nice to have. So yeah, until next time, I've been NeoNexudus and I'm signing out. Peace.